Hello! Hi, we're against Angel today. And he's a random passersby, he or she, I just do not know. And yeah, we're gonna go and see what he's got to bring to the table. I'm using a different team than I was the other day. Okay, that's interesting. That is interesting. There's a Victini, Vaporeon, Scizor, Ninetales, Sylveon, Jolteon. Sorry, that was a really convoluted way of going through the list because that's like totally not... That's like bottom up. Oh my god. Anyway, so what I'm bringing right now is a Hitmonlee, Spiritomb, Florges, Blastoise, Hydreigon, and a Pyroar. So let's see how this goes. Oh my god, who's he gonna lead with? Oh my god. My brain's not like engaged. I'm still thinking about my other team as I'm doing this, so... Okay, who should I lead with? I'm not completely familiar with this team either. It's like the first time it's like doing anything. I don't know, they're not... It's not particularly... Okay, right, I'm gonna just lead with Hitmonlee. Okay. Alright. Okay. Okay. Oh man, what's he gonna lead with? We just don't know. Let's see, maybe the Jolteon. I think the Jolteon is what's gonna come out. Hitmonlee is so pretty. Oh Christ! Okay, that's a Sylveon. Oh! I wonder if it's these things are like really specially defensive, so. But I don't know how physically defensive. I don't think they take physical hits very well, but they're like max HP. This is I do have poison jab on this Hitmonlee, so I'm just gonna see how much damage this fake out does anyway. He might predict me to switch. So yeah, that's a normal gem boosted fake out. Mega original, I know. Like you've never ever seen that. Holy guacamole! That's a critical hit, and it does like 0 damage. I give up. Okay, so so it's gonna Moonblast. It's gonna Moonblast. Or Toxic predicting a switch. I just don't know. Alright. Nobody particularly wants to take a Moonblast, and the thing is, I do want to see how much damage this poison jab does do, because I've never used Hitmonlee before, and like... Okay, well, I'm just gonna try it. It'd be nice just to see how much it does. He might overpredict, so... Let's go for it. Hitmonlee's animations are so nice! Oh, it takes the Sylveon out, so wonderful. And a crit, god, sorry. I don't know how much that mattered, I really don't. So... Sorry if it did! And the Victini is out. I outspeed everything. Victini is Psychic Fire, isn't it? So... That resists both of my... Okay, on this Hitmonlee I'm running Fake Out, Close Combat, Poison Jab, and Bullet Punch. So that thing can just straight up go for a Psychic move and take me out, which will suck. Ass. So, if it goes for a Psychic move, my Ghosty can resist it. On my Dark type. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna switch into Hydreigon because I resist both that thing's stab moves. So even if it goes for a Psychic attack, my Dark typing will nullify that, and if it goes for a Fire attack, I'm a motherfucking dragon, so let's just go for it. I've never used the Hydreigon before. Went for Zen Headbutt, so nice. There's no problems there. I don't think he's gonna want to take like a Dark Pulse or anything like that, but yeah, Psych, I'm running a physical Hydreigon. It's like purely physical. The nature is a bit like... I mean, it was intended to be mixed, so the moveset isn't quite perfect. I'm just gonna go for a Crunch. Nobody particularly wants to take that. He goes for a U-turn, that's gonna do damage. Ooh, that does half. That does half. That does half! What? Okay, well. Okay. Oh my god. But yeah, I am running like speed, max speed, and like max attack, so. Yeah, Scizor is probably the best switch in here. Let's see how much damage this does. This does a whopping 30%! Jesus! Okay, so that can go for anything it wants. If it goes for a U-turn, which... I mean, let's face it, it's gonna go for a U-turn. That's gonna hurt. Or it could SD and then that'll just suck. You know what, I'm gonna switch into my Spiritomb, which is my physical wall. So even if it wants to Swords Dance, that's alright. I can just try and get a burn. And if it hits me, oh, it's a Mega Scizor. Dicks. If it hits me, it'll get damage from my Rocky Helmet, so that's not too bad. Bullet Punch. I'm surprised it didn't go for like anything else. Right, I'm tempted to Will-O-Wisp here, but they have a Ninetales and a Victini, so I'm actually just gonna go for a Foul Play in case they predict the Will-O-Wisp and go into Ninetales. So that'd be nice. Go into either of those. Go on. Go on. You turn into one of those. Hit me. Okay, they withdrew, so I think they're gonna go into a Fire type. Ninetales, yep, great. So I went for the Foul Play, and that's not gonna do a shitload of damage, but it's gonna do some. It's a shiny Ninetales, it's beautiful. So it brings out the Drought. It has the Drought. Of course it does, it's Ninetales, I know. Yes, that Foul Play isn't gonna do an awful lot. But, I mean, damage is damage, so... I'm gonna... switch into my Florges, actually. I'd love to go into Blastoise now. But that thing is gonna have Solar Beam. So... Is this a Sun team? Not really, there's a Vaporeon. Went for Fire Blast. So, didn't predict the Blastoise. Alright. I love this thing. I really love Florges. Florges and I have a special relationship. I could just wish, or I could Calm Mind. Be a bit piss-takey. But I think they might just go into Scizor. And it'll be dancing around forever. I don't think this Ninetales has anything special, like super effective for me. You know what I think? I think they're gonna go into Scizor, anticipating a Moonblast. So I'm gonna switch into Pyroar. So. Oh, they're still thinking, right. I think Ninetales does outspeed Pyroar though. I'm not sure. But Pyroar's at this awkward speed of like 106 or 107? Maybe even 109. Sorry, I'm just talking out my ass now. Facts! Okay, they did withdraw. So that's nice. I wonder who they're going to go into. Please go into Scizor. Yes, they did go into Scizor, so nice. So the Scizor is in front of Pyroar, which is great. Anything that thing wants to do is not going to be very effective. And I actually think they might go back into Ninetales or Vaporeon. Right, they're going to go into Ninetales or Vaporeon or Victini. I think what I'm going to do... Right, I have two options here. I could work up or three options. Work up, Hyper Voice, or Dark Pulse. If they go into Victini, then I'm going to whack it and I go for Dark Pulse. That's great. That's super effective damage. If they go into Ninetales, Dark Pulse isn't going to do as much, but it's going to do more than, like... I don't know. It's going to do something. And I'm not particularly sure about Ninetales' speed, so... so I'm concerned that it might outspeed and give me a good slap next turn. I could go for a workup in case they switch into Vaporeon. But then like if the Vaporeon comes in and hits me, I am just gonna get sodomized. So I think what I'm gonna do is go for a Dark Pulse because that's like good damage on anything that comes out. Yeah, they went into Vaporeon, so I want to see how well this Vaporeon takes this. Identify what kind of defenses it's running. So I did go for Dark Pulse, so that's really not going to do a lot, honestly. That really didn't do much. That's maybe about 30%, 25%. Oh my god, no, probably less than that. So, well, good job I didn't go for Flamethrower, because that would have done even less. They're gonna go for a Scald or a Wish. Either way, I don't really want it going for a Wish in case it passes to Scizor. I think they might... I don't know if they're gonna predict me switching out. They've made fairly obvious switches so far, so... because if they go for a Scald... Well, it is in the sun. It is in the sun, so I think I would live a Scald from a Vaporeon. And that would be pretty sweet. But then I could just minimize damage and go into my Blastoise. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? So... right. Okay, is there anyone else that the Queen wants to be in front of? Thing is, I want to save Pyro for Scizor. Because that thing is a threat. That thing is a real problem. And I know that Blastoise can take on basically anyone in this team apart from the Jolteon. So... Right, I've got 18 seconds left. Wow, geez, sorry for taking so long. You know, I don't want to lose the Queen, so I'm going to make the conservative switch and go into my Blastoise. I think it's a safe play. There's not really anything this Vaporeon can do unless it's like packing. Solar Beam! Oh, it's got Rain Dance! It's got Rain Dance. Okay, so we've got a bit of weather control happening over here. Oh, it's a Hydration Vaporeon. Oh, not the Hydration, it's the one that it goes to sleep and just wakes up straight away. So that's super. I wonder what it's gonna do. I'm gonna Water Pulse. Oh no, fuck, bollocks. Okay, sorry. Sorry, this is full of expletives. Fuck, bollocks, shit. Okay, it's gone into Jolteon, which is also shiny. You got that there, Pokegen, huh? So anyway, this Jolteon is gonna laugh at my Water Pulse, although it is in the rain, so I'm just gonna see how much this does. Aye, Chihuahua! That means this thing is gonna run around with all these thunders, right? It's gonna do a lot of damage. That's gonna be a stab thunder smacking me right in the tits, so let's be careful, right? Right? Okay, there is absolutely no reason why this person wouldn't go for a thunder, so I'm just gonna go switch into Forges. Just to eat up that thunder. Because why wouldn't you? Although if it goes to Volt Switch, then that's the superior play, and yeah. But it does go straight for thunder because that's stab, guaranteed hit. Florges takes that pretty well, but I'm on dangerously low health now. Do I need Florges for anybody else? Thing is, Florges is just useful for taking moves. They went into Scizor last time. They saw Florges, but I think they might get excited with Jolteon and just stay in. I don't know. I could go for Wish, which is the safe play. If I go for Wish and then go into my Spiritomb, then we're just wonderful, basically. But then if this Jolteon stays in, then like tits, tits. Will this Jolteon stay in? Do you know what? I just think it would Volt Switch though, or go for another Thunder, or put up a screen. That's what I think it would do. Or go into Scizor. You know what? I am gonna go for... The thing is, it really just depends if the Jolteon switches out. That's the thing. Alright, now I'm gonna Moon Blast. Yeah, Volt switches. It's gonna go into Scizor. Should have saw that one coming. I did, I promise you I did. So the Scizor's coming back out. The Volt Switch was the best play they could have done, since I don't think they're Thunder. Actually, I don't know, because I didn't, like... I think I'm on pretty low health from that Volt Switch. If this is a Roost set, I am gonna cry. Whoa. It actually... Okay, so that Moonblast didn't suck. It actually did decent damage. I mean, regardless whether or not they go, even if they go for a Swords Dance, even if they switch out, like, My Spiritom's pretty safe against most things that they do. Unless they go for Pursuit, in which case that is a very good play. I don't think they will. I think they're going to Roost or Swords Dance. Or Switch. No, why would they switch? I don't think they'd switch. If I were them, I'd probably just go for a Swords Dance. You know what? The other day, I got bitched by a bug bite. A bug bite! Like, holy shit! Do you even know how much damage bug bite does? Okay, it got hit by the Rocky Helmet. I might just Sucker Punch this thing, because I don't... Like, is he gonna Roost, though? Are you gonna Roost? Do you have Roost? I'm really paranoid about Scizors at the moment because of their roosting shenanigans, so... I think he knows I'm gonna go for a foul play. Like, there's basically no point him keeping his Scizor in though, like, you know? I'd love to go for a Sucker Punch. That'd be nice. That'd be real nice if I Sucker Punch. Because he hasn't seen the Sucker Punch yet. And the thing is though, if he switches out, oh, sod it, foul play. Roost! Yes! Okay, good. So I'm gonna use that thing's attack stat against itself. Go for a nice foul play. And good, that does a good amount of damage. I think he's gonna Roost again actually, so I'm gonna Will-O-Wisp because he's not gonna... Yep, good. Okay, so he stays in and goes for another Roost. Did you know that burn does not affect the attack power of foul play? So if you didn't know that, then yeah, it's pretty useful. So it's burned even, like, no matter what it does now, like, it's totally fine. I'm just gonna foul play it. It's gonna Roost again. It doesn't really matter though, because it's burnt. So I'm not scared of this thing anymore. So now it's just me slapping this thing around. Yep, with the burn, my foul players are doing good damage. I think he's gonna... Why would he just... I think he's gonna keep Roosting, or he's gonna switch, or Swords Dance. I mean, I'm saying that because I do have Sucker Punch, so I'd love to just get like a hit on him with a Sucker Punch and just hopefully preserve Dharma for a little longer. I mean, like, it can't do too much damage and no one's gonna appreciate this foul play, so right now it's the safest move I can go for, but it would just be pretty cool. So he does withdraw. And he goes into Vaporeon. Now this thing... Do you know what? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna scold me? I would really appreciate it if you didn't do that. Right, I think he might predict me to switch out or Will-O-Wisp. So this Vaporeon likes to set up the rain. Right. It's not water absorb, is it? Or did it bring... No, it brought the Jolteon in to take the water move. I don't know if it's water absorb. But if it has rain, like, why wouldn't he be running that, that set where, like, where it's raining and it just wakes up and it's just fine from statuses and stuff? You know what? I'm actually gonna burn it and just see if he sets up rain. Right, he does set up the rain. So, lush. I think this is a hydration Vaporeon. So I'm actually going to Will-O-Wisp it now, and then I'm going to predict that he's going to go to sleep next turn. I could be going completely do-la-la with all of this. I could be going completely off on one. I could be going completely off on one. In thinking that he's going to sleep. But I just get this feeling that... I get a feeling that he is. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. And if I'm right, then... Yeah! So, he used rest. Great. So I pain splitted. I'm going to get all my health back. So, cool. Is it a sleep talk, though? Are you gonna tell me your dreams? Resto Chesto. Resto Chesto? But are you hydration? No? So it could have... oh my god, what is this creature? So it could have just, like... It could have just not, like, done that. If it had a Chesto berry? Do you know what I mean? Like, If you're running hydration, surely you'd run like, maybe it's holding a damp rock actually. Because I'd figure why would the item be Chesto if it's running hydration, you know? I mean, oh sorry, I mean it would have been holding a damp rock if it wasn't holding the Chesto, so. They might predict Jolteon. I think they're gonna switch into Jolteon just to slap me around with that their thunder. I'm not keen on Scizor, you know that? Okay, I don't know who to switch into now. Actually, I'm gonna stay in. I'm gonna stay in and foul play just to see if this thing is gonna scald, and if so, see how much damage it does. Please don't burn me, I'll be really upset. Cool. Alright, so I don't die to the scald, so that's nice. Thing is, if it scalds and it gets the burn on like Hydreigon or something, that's gonna be super irritating, so I'm gonna switch in bacon, lettuce and tomato. To take the scald. Alright, please don't burn me. Just don't. Don't. Lush. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I could go for Crunch or Outrage at this point. Outrage would be max damage, and I think would take out that Vaporeon. And this would be me sacking Hydreigon, like here and now. You know what? I think I have enough offensive firepower to scare the rest of his team. I'm not actually fast enough to like do anything else to any of his other Pokemon, so I'm just gonna go for Outrage. And BLT is gonna go out with a bang. The Vaporeon does die, so cool. That's a big pain in the ass gone. Vaporeon is so nice. No more rain for you, boy. And the rain stops just as Vaporeon dies, which is poetic and sad. This battle is going on for ages. I seem to be having really long battles at the moment. It's because I sit there and just like stare at stuff for ages, like So I'm locked into Outrage, and he knows that, so he brings out his Steel type to absorb the blow. And just go for a Bullet Punch and finish me off there and then, so tits! Yeah, man. Okay, I'm gonna send out the Queen. And I'm not gonna go for a Dark Pulse or nothing like that. I think he's just gonna stay in and go for a Bullet Punch, so I'm just gonna go for Flamethrower. I don't really mind if he switches out. If the Ninetales comes out, then the Flamethrower will be Sun boosted. If the Victini comes out, which I kind of don't think it's going to. He really wants to preserve this Scizor, it's that priority, I think. Oh, he's sending up Victini. Tits! Why didn't I go for that there Dark Pulse? Brave though, because he probably thought that I was like, oh my god. That thing does not care. That thing just has never cared about damage. So that Flamethrower did a really pitiful amount. I'm gonna stay in a Dark Pulse just to see how much this does. I do outspeed. I don't really know much about Victini, so yeah. Flinched. Oh, sorry about that. But Dark Pulse does have the chance to flinch, so that's yeah. I think that mattered. I'm pretty sure that mattered. Depends if I would have lived the next thing it did or not. I'm really not familiar with Victini, honestly. I'm really not. So, what you gonna go for? If he goes back into Scizor, then yeah, he's gonna get he switches out. Anyway, it goes into Ninetales. Ninetales is so cool. It's just really cool. So I'm gonna Dark Pulse the Ninetales. I don't think I outspeed this thing. I think Ninetales is like mega fast. Oh Jesus, okay. Critical hit. Oh my god, okay, I'm getting a lot of hacks. Okay. I don't know if that Ninetales would have survived that Dark Pulse. Sorry about the hacks, bro. That's really harsh. Whoopsie doodle. I don't know how much that mattered, so I mean look at the queen. Let's just all take a moment to appreciate the queen. If you have a pound anywhere near you, go and stare at it right now. Tell me how much you like it. So that's a Jolteon. What you gonna do, Jolteon? Volt Switch, Thunder. What you gonna do? What you gonna do, Jolteon? I wonder what I mean, it's not Specs. And it's not Life Orb. So I think it might be Wise Glasses. Well, 'cause like, right. I think I might just switch out into Florges to take the blow and then Hitmonlee to bullet punch it. I don't really like the shiny Jolteon. It's like lime green. It's lime. It's weird. It's a weird looking Jolteon. And he does miss the thunder. Soz. Mega soz about that. He could switch into Scizor again. Oh, he DC'd. He DC'd. I guess that thunder really pissed him off, huh? Yeah, okay. So what's that? Aw, man. Come on, don't tell me is he offline? No, he's not offline. Okay, well I don't really know what happened there, but I'm just gonna end the video here because whatever. I think I would have won that, but I don't know, that could just be me being cocky. Well, either way, I hope you enjoyed it. Please like the video if you liked the video. Yeah. Alright, see ya!